Hello guys, Matt here, and welcome to my fragrance obsession. My little series where I give you guys every single review of the fragrances that I have in my collection. And the fragrance that I am bringing to you all tonight is a fragrance from the Spanish clothing company of Zara. Now, I have reviewed so many Zara scents and I find them all truly spectacular. I think they're all amazing in their own way. And this one to me is definitely one of the best that I've smelled. And I know that I actually did a top 6 favorite Zara fragrance video. And I kind of wish that I kept this fragrance for that list. I just basically didn't know about that fragrance when I did that list. So the fragrance that we are going to review is a scent that I basically featured in my live stream. I've talked about it. I've told you guys that this was the fragrance that I'm going to review. And it is Zara's Deep Vanilla. Now, I heard about this fragrance from a very nice lady who has her own YouTube channel. I will post it down below. Her YouTube channel is the Broadwalk. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Broadwalk. Yeah, the Broadwalk. And she basically reviewed this fragrance, and I came across her video, and I was very curious about this fragrance. Basically, she talked about this being the best affordable vanilla scent. I'm going to give you guys my review for it now, but I just thought I'd let you guys know about this really awesome reviewer, and if you're watching this, thank you so much for the recommendation. Now, here is what the presentation looks like, guys. We get this really nice design. It's kind of like got this texture on it. We get the shape of the bottle on the front here. We get Zara Deep Vanilla Eau de Toilette 100ml 3.4 fluid ounce, and we get a bit of information here on the bottom. We get the batch code, we get some information here, we get all the ingredients here, and we basically just get made in Spain, Hecho and España, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much all there is in terms of the presentation. Oh, and also this cost me $15.99. Amazing value for money, considering it's a great fragrance and it's a big bottle as well, you know. So here's what it looks like when you open it. You take the fragrance out of this little sleeve, and we get the bottle design in there like that. So we get the bottle here. I'll just take it out of here, put that there. Here's what the bottle design looks like. We get this really nice sort of amber colored juice, very warm, very inviting, looks really, really cool. We get Zara along the top here. We get this really nice cap, which kind of reminds me of a stone. It's like a black stone, black pearl or something, if you like. We get some information on the bottom here. Eau de Toilette, 3.4 fluid ounce, 80% volume. It's made in Madrid, Spain, made in Spain. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is on it. The cap comes off like this, and we get the sprayer right here. So yeah, I really like this bottle design. It reminds me of, you know, fragrances like the Giorgio Armani Privé line, how they all have the same shape, but they have those sort of like pearl stones for caps. This kind of reminds me of that. But the smell is absolutely wonderful. Now guys, let's talk a little bit more about the perfumer and then onto the notes, okay? Now this fragrance was designed by the perfumer of Nathalie Lawson. Now Nathalie Lawson has created quite a lot of fragrances. In fact, she's credited for creating the brand new 2017 release from Givenchy, which is Gentleman. I've actually smelled that fragrance. I think it smells really, really good. A nice modern interpretation from the original Givenchy Gentleman, which was a classic that came out in the 1970s. She's also created fragrances like Bentley for Men. She's also made Bentley Intense. And she's also created quite a few perfumes from the house of Avon. So she's been around. And she also created a fragrance from the year 2000 from Christian Dior called Remember Me, which a lot of you might remember. So guys, let's talk about this fragrance. Here we go. I'm going to spray some on here. Here's what the spray looks like. Doesn't give you a lot of juice, but considering this is quite a potent scent, it gives you the right amount, if you know what I mean. So here we go. Now the notes for this fragrance, in Zara's Deep Vanilla, we get the notes of orange blossom, magnolia petals, bourbon pepper, sandalwood, and musk. Now, the really strange thing about this fragrance is, even though it's called Deep Vanilla, we don't get vanilla as a note in this fragrance. What we get is a bunch of notes like orange blossom, we get musk, we get sandalwood, a little bit of that pepper, and they are blended together to create this very rich, vanillic type note. To me, this fragrance doesn't smell exactly like vanilla. It smells like a very rich, powdery, citrusy vanilla. That's kind of what I get out of this. It's a very floral scent. It doesn't really have a juicy quality to it. The orange blossom is doing that. It's creating a floral smell. But overall, this is a very powdery, sharp, very bold, feminine fragrance. Even though it is entitled for women, and it is made for women, I do really like the smell of it. It isn't completely masculine, but it does have a very comforting smell to it. So I do think that it is unisex in that aspect. But I think to really enjoy this fragrance, you do have to get past the sort of feminine smell that it has. Because like I said, it's not completely feminine. It does have little qualities in there which a man could get away with. Like that musk and the bourbon pepper and the sandalwood, you know. It's really, really beautiful. So it's like from first application, you just get this very powdery vanilla. It's a little bit woody, it's a little bit sharp, but after a while, it really does dry down. It lasts on my skin forever. I get about 9 hours out of this. Works more like an eau de parfum, I would say, more than an eau de toilette. Great longevity, yeah, like I said, 8 to 9 hours. Gives you a good solid 8 hours, I've noticed. Sometimes if you spray more, sometimes you'll even get 9 to 10 hours. So longevity is spot on. As soon as you spray it though, I will say this also, it does fill a room, so do go easy on the sprayer. Yeah, even though it is quite a heady fragrance, it isn't totally strong either. Like, it does have a very soft, powdery smell, but it is, again, strong, and it is bold. So do be careful on the spray, guys. I would compare this to fragrances like CoverGirl's Navy from 1990, another strong vanilla fragrance. To me, this is an extract de parfum that I've got right here, but they are so similar, these fragrances. I think that this was inspired by this, without a doubt. It just smells like a vanilla bomb, basically. It's a beautiful scent, and I would say that it was mostly close to that. But great fragrance. In fact, somebody in one of my live streams, another fragrance reviewer who I will tag right here, his name is Fragrance Specialist. What's really cool is, Fragrance Specialist said to me in my live stream that this was like a more in-depth Midnight in Paris. Now, I do have to agree. I do think that it does have little similarities to Midnight in Paris, but not completely the same, if you know what I mean. I do think I prefer Midnight in Paris, of course, but for what this fragrance is, I think it's awesome. I think it's a very high quality fragrance. It's got a beautiful smell to it, guys. Seriously, it's so good. It's just so rich, powdery, woody. Even though it doesn't have vanilla in it, vanilla is definitely the strongest note in this scent. There's no doubt about it. I don't know if it's a mistake by Fragrantica or not, but at the end of the day, I'm just listing the notes that it says. To me, though, there is a lot of vanilla. It's very fleeting, so if you do like, the smell of vanilla, you are going to love this fragrance. It's just really, really nice, guys. It's a beautiful scent. Would highly, highly recommend that you guys check this one out. This is one of the fragrances from Zara that isn't getting the hype, but a very big thank you to the very kind lady on her YouTube channel. Forgive me, I don't quite know your name, but your name is the Broadwalk. I just want to say a big, big thank you for actually checking out this fragrance and for getting me hyped onto it, because I do love it. And I'm a guy, you know? I think it's awesome. My mom, however, does also like this fragrance. She said that it's very nice. She said that it reminded her of the perfumes that came out in sort of the mid-90s, you know, sort of the late 80s, 90s. Sorry, wrong hand. And it does have an old school edge to it. But guys, this is just so, so beautiful. So what I would recommend, if there is a Zara store near you, and you're a guy or you're a woman, I don't really care what you are, if you like fragrances and you want something that smells good, get this, guys. It's an awesome choice. Thank you so much for watching, and I really do hope you've enjoyed this review. This is just a beautiful scent. I would highly recommend that you guys check it out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Also, I just want to say this, if you watched my last live stream, the reason it ended so suddenly was because my phone battery died. Take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye for now.